get your apology out of the way.
What apology? I didn't know about it. I'm told for nothing. What did I do?
Kieran, you were backstage. Can you tell everyone knows what happened, Avi? Everyone knows.
I,
Proper
I,
tavla. Proper.
I ended,
Those bloody.
I ended,
Look at the size of those bloody thumbs. That's
I
what it
ended,
is.
I ended the stream. I ended the stream by accident. I apologize.
He put his fat thumbs in the way.
You know where were we, man? We need thingy, man. Unks. I've sent Unks the link again.
What was he going on about? He was saying something about John Barnes and whatnot.
I know. I'm surprised you couldn't hear him.
I couldn't hear him at all. I could hear you. I couldn't hear him. Kieran, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. You don't need no introductions. You've been on the channel before, and we speak on the regular. What's going on?
I'm all right, mate. So bored of this international break, to be honest.
You know what? The games have just been a lot of the games have been shite, haven't they? There's not been one game that stood out. I mean, Holland have scored a fair few goals, but Spain have looked good. Again, Moreno grabbed another brace today, but yeah, it's just been hit and miss.
Don't know about you, but international football is just a chore anyway. So
tell me about it, man. Tell me about it. I'm tired already, man.
Unks, where were we? Unks, where were we? Kaden, we'll ask you for your thoughts very shortly. But, where were we? We were in John Barnes' territory, man.
Yeah. I was talking about Barnes and the fact that as Barnes was getting older, he became more of a creator, playing central midfield. I think the game has changed a little bit, but I think you get my drift. We have to remodel what Salah does. Salah is not going to be with us. I don't even think he plays for us next season. I think that his contract was structured for him to be sold next season so that we can get some money. That's just my thoughts. So clearly, if 44 plus decades of watching Liverpool is anything to go by, I think that they are transitioning the team. I mean, you can't spend 125 million pounds on Isaac and find him only 3 times in a match, because most of the time Mo is hugging the ball. It doesn't make any sense to me. That's on the coach. That's not on me. The coach is paid the big bucks to take those decisions. And of course, if you're a coach who can't handle big personalities in the dressing room, then you shouldn't be coaching Liverpool. That's it. Because Liverpool, like the big teams, are always going to have big, demanding personalities. I don't want to use a certain word, but basically demanding personalities. The word that comes to mind is not too polished, so I won't use it. But I think that you need to be able to handle. I mean, if you're in a dressing room with the likes of let me not even use Liverpool, the likes of Bellingham and Rodrigo and Vinny Jr., Kylian Mbappe, and you can't handle their egos, then you shouldn't be a coach of Real Madrid. Same for Liverpool. I think that the coach has to be able to decide what is his best team. Of course, his best team should include Mo Salah, but Mo Salah's role must evolve. And then he should be able to say, Salah, you are playing like shite, so I'm replacing you. That's not too hard to do.
But Anks, I think that's unfair because Salah has proven, especially last season, he's now more of a moments player. So although I do agree that I thought he should have been the one who was hooked, who should have been hooked off for the last 15-20 for Chiesa against Chelsea, but he is a moments player. Like, he does produce magic within an instance. He could be quiet for 80 minutes, but that he'll have a 10-minute spurt where he's creating, he's scoring, and he eventually becomes the match winner. We've seen that last season a lot. I think Slot right now is just persisting with that sort of thinking where Salah will eventually come good in a game.
We are saying almost the same thing. I say almost because you are going a little bit further than me. You are saying Salah has credit in the bank. I get it. I'm Ghanaian. If you know the history of Ghana, Egypt and Ghana are tied at the hip. Our first president married an Egyptian. So there aren't too many people who are more. When Ghana is playing Egypt, I want us to draw. I don't want to see Egypt losing any match. That's how much I love Mo Salah. The thing, though, is I love Liverpool more. I always have and I always will. I think that, let me go back to Chelsea. Mo Salah tracks Cucurella's run. We don't get done. right? So the moments must come with a caveat. You can't go and negotiate as a player that I won't defend. Somebody else should defend for me because it costs other players their careers. When I talk about John Barnes, let's go to Jordan Henderson. Henderson's career was basically done because he had to cover up for Trent. Fabinho's career was done because he always had to then go back because Trent is not in position. That kind of thing. I don't subscribe to it.
I disagree again. Fabinho's career was kind of goosed. His legs were gone because if he still had, if he still had his legs, he would have got a move to Europe somewhere. He's not really shone at El Ittihad. He's been okay there. He's done a able job, a dependable job. But Fabinho, towards the back end of the back end of that last season, but the 6 months towards his Liverpool career, he was gone. He was definitely.
So maybe Fabinho is not a good example, but what about Henderson?
Henderson wanted a new contract. Henderson got an opportunity to go to Saudi to earn lifetime money, generational money, and he went for that move. He's come back to Ajax. He's played really well, and he's come back to Brentford this season. And again, he's been pretty good. He's been one of their main
because
stays in midfield, and he's 34 as well. You got to bear in mind his age.
Because you see, he's not running around covering for a player who's absent without leave.
I think he covered a lot of mileage at Ajax, Unks. If you look at his statistics, he ran a lot of kilometers in the Ajax midfield.
Ajax is not the Premier League. Ajax don't play in the Premier League. It's a completely different league. You won't spend a minute. You won't spend a minute. You won't spend a minute watching the Dutch league. You just won't. So, I mean, I no two situations are the same. I'm just saying that Mo Salah's role should evolve. Let me leave it there because I think it evokes a lot of emotion, and then it behoves that, oh, you are shitting on Salah. I will never do that.
No. We say what we want on this channel, Unks, so you don't have to say that. But hold that thought there, because I'm sure we'll talk about Mohamed Salah again. Kieran, I want your thoughts. You're always active on Twitter, always active in the chat. Big up to you, man. Give me your thoughts. What's wrong with Liverpool, and what are the solutions?
Biggest issue: Slot don't know his best 11 and how to piece them together. He's been given a Lego set, which is just all the spare Lego from every set going, and he doesn't know how to piece it together. We've lost that stability. Sort of a lot of talk on Salah there, and last season, sort of Szoboszlai playing that 10 allowed Salah to cheat. But where we've got Wirtz playing in the 10, he's coming back. He's looking to pick the ball up and progress. We haven't got that right-sided cover like we had when we played Firmino, Mane and Salah up front. Salah's always stayed there. Sort of Mane, he'd run up and down all day, similar to Avi's made Diaz. But we got too many forward-thinking players at the moment, and how you fit them in. Cody Gakpo won't track back. Salah obviously won't track back. Isak, you don't want to track back. Wirtz, annoying me that he is sort of coming back. He's getting the ball too deep and then having to progress it. Then it's allowing sort of that Premier League game to come at him where they are going physical with him. So if they do give a foul, who cares on the halfway line? But we need him in that last third, sort of 25, 30 yards out. That's when he should be receiving the ball. So that's been the issue with Gravenberch this season. So Gravenberch was superb last season for his discipline. So he's been given a free role this season as well. And it's just like, where is the midfield? And you look at how teams are attacking us. So we had a bit of back and forth the other day about it. And there's no midfield game. They're just bypassing. They're dragging the centre backs out wide. Kirkes don't know whether to come or go. When he is attacking, he's coming inside. He can't play football with his right foot. So sort of what's the point? I said to you, if we have Kirkes playing on the left, we've got to have Bradley playing on the right. And if we have Robbo playing left, we've got to have Frimpong on the right. So you got to alternate. It's very one-dimensional at the moment.
Did you say if you play with Kirkes, you have to play Frimpong? Is that what you said?
No, Bradley.
Why?
Because I want Kirkes to be that marauding left back like Robbo used to be.
Why do you need Bradley then?
Because Bradley's more aesthetic on the defensive side. So Bradley's a better defender than Frimpong.
But is he a better footballer than Frimpong?
No, but you're not asking him to play the game of football, are you? Sort of.
No, because if he stays behind, if you want Kirkes to be the marauder, then Bradley needs to be the technical, third centre back, if you like, in build up.
He needs to tuck in, and then that's when it comes in. So all he's got to do technically is progress the ball into Gravenberch,
which he can't do.
He can play a 10-yard pass, Asim. We know that.
He can't play a 10-yard pass.
So we're agreed to disagree there.
I think Kieran makes a great point. You don't want injury-prone Konate to be stretched too much. So you need to simply shorten the distances between those who are behind when we don't have the ball, when we're under attack. And basically the reason why teams are comfortable playing a low block against us is that they know they only need one chance. You know, I hate to say this, but I've been having nightmares about Sunday, a Man U breakout with an Ahmad, squeezing in and doing some madness. You know how it is. You know what happens. Ahmad, that guy, I hope he doesn't play, but he seems to have a way of playing very well against us. And so my thing is, look, we have a vastly superior team to almost every team in the Premier League.
Not almost every team. Every team we got a superior 11 to.
I'm trying to be conservative here, but the thing is, our coach must be able to put our best 11. Football is a team sport. It's not an individual sport. So put our best 11 on the pitch. I also don't know
who is your best 11. You guys are talking like Arnie Slot has got Dominic Szoboszlai on the bench, Mohamed Salah on the bench, Alisson on the bench, Van Dijk on the bench. You keep telling me like Arnie Slot needs to play the best 11. Arnie Slot needs to play the best 11.
Who was the one who
give
was
me your
talking
best
about
11
the
now. Give me your best 11. I want to see how different
relax,
it is
relax.
to a Scott team.
So against Man U, you want me to give you my best 11?
Go on.
Okay. Of course, my Madashvili is in goal, right?
Yeah.
I want to see Bradley at fullback, and I'll explain. I want to see Bradley.
Okay.
I want to see Konate if fit, let's just imagine Konate is fit. I want to see Van Dijk, of course, and I want to see Kirkes.
Okay.
I want to see Gravenberch sitting in front of the back four and not just going walkabout, losing the ball on us getting caught on the break, because that's what Manchester United are waiting for. I also want to see Florian Wirtz. I want to see Szoboszlai. I don't want to see McAllister because for some reason, McAllister is not playing competitive matches for Argentina. And yet he goes to Argentina every international break. I have absolutely no idea why. And this is where I miss Klopp.
Is he playing tonight?
I think, he is. He played the last match, 90 minutes. So I don't know why somebody is not telling him, dude, you have an adductor problem. Sit tight and let this thing heal. I want to see Curtis Jones, right? Because
where? You just named 3 midfielders, Unks.
Have I named 3 midfielders already? Okay, then fuck that.
See what I mean?
Fuck.
You don't know your best.
Hold on. It was a mistake. We are all allowed to make mistakes. Szoboszlai must play. Forget Curtis. So I want to see Wirtz. I want to see Gravenberch. I want to see Szoboszlai. That's imperative. I don't want to see Gakpo. I want Ekitike there.
Okay. So you want Ekitike on the left, TK?
Yes, I want Ekitike there. I want Isak. And then I want Mo Salah. Because
no, let me stop you there. Let me stop you.
Mm-hmm.
I put a team out on Twitter earlier. Mm-hmm. You commented, why have I got Isak up front and not Ekitike? And you just gave me your best team. And you put Isak up front.
Whoa. I said, why?
Always nonsense. Always talking. Get him out. Get him out now.
No,
Within
no,
the space of half an hour, Abby.
no, you are getting me wrong. I asked you why is Ekitike not in the team? Gakpo was in the team. I wanted
Okay,
Gakpo
okay.
off,
Yeah, my bad. My bad. My bad.
right?
My bad.
Because when you are playing Manchester United, Mo Salah is the Egyptian owner of Manchester United. You must play him because it gives them pause. So we played that team. If that team cannot sufficiently beat Manchester United, then we don't want to win the league.
Kaden, do you like that team?
No, I'll tell you the game that I'm thinking about where we go totally against the grain. Do you remember when we beat Everton 5-2?
Origi,
Origi.
Shaqiri,
Yeah,
Mane.
yeah.
Mane, yeah.
So hear me out here. So Mama in goal, then Bradley right back, VVD and Gomez as centre backs, then left back Kirkes as well. Then anchor in midfield, depending if Gravenberch is fit, Gravenberch and Jones.
Okay.
Then Chiesa on the right, Szoboszlai in the 10, and then allow Gakpo on the left side, and then Isak up front.
Were you playing
Because then we've
Verts?
got plenty of game changes.
So you've
Where's
got
Verts?
who have you got? Who have you got?
Vert's on the bench.
Yeah,
So
but how,
Verts
okay,
and
okay.
Salah on
No,
the bench.
wait a minute now. Wait a minute.
Wow.
How can you, of all people, and before Gene was galvanizing about Wirtz earlier this season, Kieran Thorne was the first one, and I've given you a shout out so many times that it's getting a bit ridiculous now. I'm kissing your ass too much. But Kieran Thorne gave me Florian Wirtz when he was 17, said, Abby, watch out for this kid. This was when I was at the Trippers. Fair play to Kieran, right? Now, fast forward 5-6 years, you're putting him on the bench.
Hear me out, because we're going to see his best 30 minutes in a Liverpool shirt on Sunday. But so my idea is, when I look at the United team, they're going to play Salins or whatever his name's in goal. They're going to play De Ligt.
Maguire.
They'll start Maguire with Isak. Then they play Luke Shaw as inside left centre back. Then they've been doing this thing with Mason Mount at left back.
Mason Mount left back.
They've been playing him left wing back, and then Dallo or Ahmad right wing back.
They've not been playing Mount at left wing back.
Mount is one of the front three.
They've been inside forward in the 10.
Yeah.
So
Dogu's going to be the wing back.
Go back and look at the last two games
It's
where
Dogu and
Mount's
Ahmad.
been playing.
It's Dogu and Ahmad.
You're telling me Mount is going to play at left wing back Anfield?
I reckon that's what's going to happen, because he will come in.
And
so they haven't got legs in midfield.
Games.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain it's the last couple of games. So
no chance.
Because last game they started Sesko up front with Cunha and.
Let me check. Man United's last game.
Sunderland, Asim.
I can't remember him doing that.
It was Ahmad, Casemiro, Bruno, Dalot on the left.
Yeah, Mount
and
Sesko. Man. Dalot was left wing back, and Ahmad was right wing back.
They didn't
Who
start
did Mount
Cunha.
come on for?
They didn't start Cunha.
No, Mount started.
Mount started for Mbeumo.
And Cunha came on.
Mount and Mbeumo in the 10s, and Sesko up front.
I'm pretty sure there was a bit of rotation, because Dorgu actually played further forward in one of the games as well.
He's not playing Mount as wing back on paper.
Guys, Brentford beat Manchester United 3-1. It's not that hard.
Carry on.
But midfield, they're going to play Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes. They're going to be their two sitting midfielders. So if we get the legs around them of Gravenberch Jones and Szoboszlai, that will enable Salah to sort of stay high on the left. But the Chiesa, high up on the right. I just think
I would be absolutely shell shocked if Mohamed Salah is not starting against Man United on Sunday.
That's untenable, my brother. It's completely untenable.
To take out performances against United over the years, does he deserve to be in the first 11 at the moment?
Yes,
Yes, he
17,
does.
17 out goals out of
Kieran,
19 matches.
Kieran, he does, but there's a shell life on that
What's the
as well.
caveat?
I mean, if he starts, if another 3-4 games go and he's the caveat is who else can come in and do a job from the off? Chiesa, the way we've got, can you hear me?
Yeah, can hear you.
You keep
Can you hear
coming
me?
in and out.
How are we
The way you've got
going to
Chiesa,
keep saying
the way
about
we got
Chiesa for the last 3 weeks? And
the
then
way we have Chiesa, Kieran, is perfect. No, the way we have Chiesa is perfect. You give him 15, 20. Chiesa himself withdrew from the Italian squad by telling Gattuso, I'm not fit yet. So how are we in a game of United's magnitude, the biggest game probably around the world, forget the El Clasico, forget any of your Super Bowls and whatnot, the biggest game in world football, Liverpool United, how are you going to put Chiesa from minute one when he's just withdrew for the last 2 weeks from the Italian squad saying to Gattuso, I'm not fit?
he's put club before country. The bloke has played 63 minutes, and for the last 3 weeks, we've heard everyone say, why isn't Chiesa getting a chance? Why isn't Chiesa getting a chance? He scored 2 goals this season. So what better game is there to give a chance? United haven't won back to back.
Not against United, because Salah's record against United, away and at home especially, no one comes near it. No one comes near it in the Premier League. Past legends and present legends. Salah's record against United is unmatched. So for me, you start him. You start him to say, hey, you know what? You've just qualified for your World Cup with Egypt, right? There should be a little bit of momentum now with Salah. He's had a bit of rest. He's out somewhere in Maldives or something before he reports to training. Sunday's a perfect opportunity for him to get back on form. If 2-3 weeks down the line happen and Chiesa is getting match fit week in, week out, then yes, I would totally agree with you.
I just can't believe it's so cut and dry over a previous record. Our game against Chelsea, what were the 2 most frustrating phases of play in the whole game?
I thought it involved Salah both times.
Yeah. And what was it in particular?
Not getting his shot off on target, or the second one where he blows Blazer over. He should have played that.
He should be playing the pass both times. He's coming from the right on his left foot, on his favoured foot. There's a slide rule pass for Isak on one. I think, was it Vitz or Gakpo the other? When someone else has got a better thing. So you got to play the moment. So I'm sick of this credit in the bank. So Salah, arguably the best player along with Gerrard I've seen in my lifetime. For totally different reasons, he's clutch. Against this United team, you do not need to be clutch. It is going to be quantity. The best way of playing into form is getting into what we do best. Copious amounts of shots on target. They got a new keeper, so they won't be playing Bindier ever again. Sort of Salins has got his clean sheet in his debut against Sunderland. Pressurise him. We got to do something different.
Kia, I totally understand that, but and I know full well that Slot will go with Salah on Sunday. He's definitely not putting Cage in the first 11.
Okay, so we find out at 3:15. Well, with Asim, it's probably 3:07 to be honest. But it's Mamardashvili right in goal, Bradley right back, Kanate VBD centre back, Kirkers left back, Sabozlai, Maka, and Gravenberch probably play Verts out towards the left, play Isak up front, and Salah on the right. What are you actually thinking based on how the last 2.5 weeks has gone? Are you thinking that's the right 11 to go into that game with?
Yeah, and I'm hoping
is that your best 11?
There's some players in that first 11 who are out of form as well. I expect them against, especially the game of Manchester United, especially the magnitude of the game. I expect the 5-6 that have been out of form to give that extra 10-15%.
this the reason that we've drawn 2-2 against them and all that. We're playing the occasion, not the team.
You know, if Slot does that and puts Florian Wirtz on the bench, especially Mohamed Salah, Florian Wirtz he's put on the bench already this season, and he can probably get away with saying I rested Salah against Galatasaray. But having had a week off and enjoying some beach time over the last 4 or 5 days, in Salah's case, if Salah doesn't start against Man United, I would say if he loses or drops points, I don't think Arne Slot ever recovers from that decision.
It's just lost 3 games in a
I
row.
don't think you can.
I don't think if we were 8th or 9th, yeah, you could be talking about radical changes up front in the attack. I don't blame the attack. I honestly don't.
All midfield.
I blame the back line more than the midfield. The midfield are still good players. There are some tweaks that you could do, but the main problem.
Asim, the midfield has been playing with a man short with McAllister. Come on, let's get that right as well.
No, there's some issues there, 100%.
I think McAllister's
our root cause
is as bad. McAllister's lack of form and lack of legs at the moment.
Our root cause for me
is as bad as Marty's form.
Our root cause, I'll buy that as well. But our root cause for me, for a possession-based team, is the back line. It's the lack of technical level that you're seeing 5-yard, 10-yard passes go into touch.
Which is why you want the workman like progressive players. Jones, arguably the best player at actually receiving the ball and taking it on.
He helps.
So that is the issue. So like you say, we've lost Trent. So Robbo, for all the abuse he gets, so he does 80% of stuff correct. It's just those 20% just appear to be big moments.
Yeah.
But he can play football. Kirkers sort of he don't know what he's doing. I'd play him on Sunday, but he doesn't know how to play football in that guise. I mean, he's Darwin Núñez playing left back, and no one's a bigger fan of Núñez than me. So I've spent years.
Give Kirkers till November, he'll be a different player altogether. Look, 7-8 games in. Let's not start saying Kirkers isn't right, Frimpong isn't right. And I've been a big critic of the Frimpong signing from day one. I didn't fancy him at Liverpool. I think he's a brilliant player. He's excitable. He's brilliant in a wing-back system. At Liverpool, in a disciplined 4, bomb when you can, really channel your runs. He's not done it.
Shadbhai met him in Dubai today.
Yeah, good. I hope he told him,
what have we had on the flanks for the last 6-7 years that we haven't been able to do this year? Relationships.
Yeah.
And that's come from the fullbacks. Sort of Robbo with Diaz, that they knew how to play each other's game. When one of them weren't playing and someone else was playing, sort of coincidentally, the player that was playing had a bad game. Trent, this is why Konate has actually struggled, because he's got to play football now. I kept hearing he's great at progressing the ball, bringing it out. No, he isn't. He might get one long bursting run.
Unks, wake up! United have taken the lead.
He's sleeping. Asim, game of midnight as well. It's midnight.
Let's add Muft and Chimp with the double act. Where are they? Oh, where are you, Muft? Turn the light on,
you know. Can you see me, yeah?
Yes, the boys.
When Buju come. When
what's that?
When Buju Bantan come, Batty boy get up and run, man.
Oi, ease up in the language.
What you mean, man?
Is that K?
That's KG in the back.
Turn the camera again.
Listen, Asim, you know, Chimp, yeah, he's saying that he always said from the beginning of the season, right?
Wait, Fathers, hold it there. Unks is gonna sleep, man.
Asim is gone. Get game off.
No, wait, let me ring him. Wait.
Oh, retard. No, game off, man. I've removed him. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
why we removed him?
He's
Man?
an old guy. Let him sleep, man. You know what I mean? Unks had one too many tonight.
Why you took him
Celebrating
off for?
Ghana's qualification.
Anyway, I'm
Unks
gonna
is back. Unks is back. Unks is back. Unks is back.
Yeah,
And
Unks
I'm
on.
back. Sorry, I'm a little tired, but don't worry about me. It's just
Who's
something.
Unks for him?
Yeah, I'm here.
Is
I'm
it
here.
him?
Go on, Muff. Go on,
So-
Muff. Unks,
So
Unks,
basically,
stick around, Unks. Stick around.
I'm here. I'm here.
yo, is this Unks? Easy Unks. How you doing? I thought you know about the different Unks.
I'm here.
Unks, what happening, man?
Nothing. I just got a little distracted and then I fell off, but I'm here.
Okay. Yeah. Avi has that effect on people. Don't worry.
Manners, what's wrong with Liverpool, man? What's wrong with Liverpool?
Well, Chimp, he
First
said,
game, after first game.
he always said you have to give Liverpool 10 games.
Yeah.
Right, what's
And
up
after
with
the
this?
United game, if we win that,
Yeah.
that's it. We've clicked.
He thinks our turnaround of the season is going to start.
Yeah.
Or the catalyst is going to be the United game. Right? Somebody needs
If
a
we
proper-
don't, though, for the Lungi game.
You know what I mean? But look, I'll be honest with you, Asim, right? You know, our fullbacks, as much as we were excited by these fullbacks we were getting,
You'd rather hold it.
they're just absolutely rubbish. Because I've got no faith in, Frimpong.
Hmm.
I don't think he can reach the levels. Kirk I don't think has a high ceiling. Both of them, I don't think they can fit in that team. I don't think they're good enough to play well the way Slot wants them to play in that team.
Okay, Manners, you're Arnie slot on Sunday, yeah?
Am I Arnie Slot in on Sunday?
No, you're Arnie slot on Sunday. You're picking
Yeah.
the team. Give me your 11 for Sunday.
Oof.
Who
Are we
is
playing
your
away?
best
Are we playing
11?
away?
Because that is we're playing at Anfield. That is the point of
Well, best
discussion.
11.
Your best 11. because
I don't know. Is Bradley injured or not?
he's okay. He's okay.
He'll be starting then.
I don't know.
Who's your best 11?
Um,
Because the point of discussion at the moment is Arnie Slot doesn't know his best 11.
He doesn't.
So do you
He
know
doesn't
our
know his
best
best 11.
Do you know our best 11?
Bloody
I'll
hell,
be honest,
if Arnie doesn't, how does he?
No, I can
Exactly.
try, can't I? I can try. No, maybe Arnie Slot might agree with me. If I say something, he might agree. Or, we might be on the same page. I don't know. I'll start from front three, yeah? Right. This is who I want to start. All right. I'd start with Chiesa, Isak, and Salah.
Yeah.
So you're going Chiesa on the left.
But Asim, can I ask you another question? Didn't Chiesa get a knock or something in Crystal Palace game that he was injured?
We don't know
No, I think
whether he's got a knock or he's not talking to Slot. You don't really know.
Slot is bullshitting, man. Slot
that
is
was-
bullshitting, bro.
It's an ongoing story.
so. We don't know what's happening there. That's who I'd start with. But I personally think he's gonna start with he's flipping golden child, the Gakpo. I don't know why the hell he starts with him. So anyway, yeah, I think he's gonna start with Gakpo. The normal
Gakpo's
three.
scored 3 goals. 3 goals in the last 2 games.
He could start with Ekitike. I don't know. I think
Hello?
he might start with Isak and bring.
Hello,
Ekitike
can you
on.
hear me?
I can hear you.
He won't
Eh?
start with Ekitike, I don't think.
Was it 2 penalties?
Avi's saying something. Avi's saying something.
Fran,
saying?
Gakpo just got himself back into form. He scored 3 goals in 2 games on international.
Have you
duty.
bowled
Two
now?
penalties, Javi. 2 penalties.
It doesn't matter, Unks. He still put him away.
Penalties.
We can't hear you, Avi, man.
That's Unks speaking.
All right.
No,
Why
I'm
can't
saying
we say-
two of the goals are penalties.
They're talking about Gakpo playing himself into form.
What penalties? I don't understand.
Yeah, but he still had to
He
put
said
him
2 of the
away.
goals are going to be penalties.
All right, okay. No, let's start off with the team first, and then
Yeah.
we can talk about the in-game performance, right? so
I think Unks is still asleep.
I'm here.
No.
I'm just letting you
Oh.
talk. I'm here.
Unks is actually in the simulation game, and the
No,
weekend
I'm
is
not.
actually in the game right now.
I'm not.
But anyway,
I'm not.
look. So Salah's obviously gonna start. Then he's gonna be Isak and gonna be Gakpo. In the middle, it's gonna be obviously Wirtz.
Why did he stop charging it?
Graham Birch,
Why did he stop charging it?
Jones.
Okay, so you're
and,
playing. Okay,
Jones and
okay.
Graham Birch. Right. Left, you have obviously Kirkes. You got Van Dijk next to him. Then you got Konate. Is Konate injured?
50-50.
Did he come back early?
It's
50-50.
50-50.
Fucking everyone's okay right now, bloody everything's 50-50 right now. Everything's fucking 50-50.
But I think that's good. Right now, everyone gets a chance to show what they're about.
Oh, we haven't got time to do that.
No, I told you 10 games. I told you after 10 games. Watch.
Okay, anyway.
This
So
should be a turning
Konate,
point. This should be
the
a
right
turning-
back, either Bradley or Szoboszlai. I think it's me Szoboszlai.
Banners, before you came on, we had a massive
Yeah.
hot take from our very own Kieran. He goes, he would bench Wirtz and Salah for Sunday.
Ooh, so who starts with instead of Salah?
Chiesa on the right.
Yeah, Chiesa, right.
You had Isaac up top. Who did you have on the left, Kieran?
Gakpo.
Asim, the reason why I wouldn't bench Salah is because he's the king of Old Trafford.
With United, yeah.
He's just
100%.
Thank you, my brothers. Thank
We're
you.
playing at
He's the
Anfield, by the
king of
way.
Old Trafford. That is,
The
I don't
king
know.
of
He
Anfield as well then.
he just gets in his mode, man. I think that might help him overcome.
If he benches Salah and we lose, bro, or draw, he's fucked. The money is fucked. The backlash from him.
We also
Mo
understand
Salah
like
is the
Arsenal.
Egyptian owner that Manchester United always wanted. He's the
Yes.
Egyptian owner. So you play him.
100%.
You
I
play
wouldn't.
Eki-
Look. I'll see how Salah performs 45 minutes, and I'll bring him off for Chiesa.
yeah,
but I would
you
not.
play Ekitike. Ekitike is a
But
most informed player. You play him.
has to start. Salah has to start.
I play Akitika towards
Right.
the end of my last 40 minutes.
Yeah,
last
Salah has to
35.
start. And bench Wirtz, and start with who? So who's the middle three then?
Jones, Szoboszlai, and Gravenberch.
Considering we're doing 4-3-3, so who's the three?
Wakefield
Or 4-2-3-1, whichever you look at it.
Jones, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch.
Kieran,
Be home in about 45 minutes, half an hour.
Jones, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch. Can you
can
hear
you
me?
guys hear me?
Buy one for you.
We can hear you.
He
I
can't
can.
hear us. That Tavla can't hear us. Game off, man.
Hold on. Let me start. How do you start this car?
It's already started. Your foot in the brake.
I'm not. I'm surprised that nobody is saying that Ekitike is the most informed footballer I need to play.
No,
Ekitike should
I think
play.
Ekitike and Isak have to start somehow.
They should play.
Well, Ekitike is in front of Isak right now.
So if Wirtz not starting, then who's Kieran's starting midfield?
Jones, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch.
John Szoboszlai and Gravenberch. He says.
And who's the right back?
Bradley.
Are you taking lessons or something? In a car park?
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing, man. You're going that way.
Yeah, he's got
For fuck's sake, man.
Asim, you're asking the wrong guy for the team at this time, bro.
No. What do you mean? Listen, let me finish my team off, then you can continue.
You can't
So-
only drive a
so-
lesson.
No, listen. So who's the right back then? If them three, so who's Kieran's right back?
Bradley, right back. Gomez, right centre back. VVD, left
there,
centre
what?
back.
Asim, he can't hear us. Asim, he can't hear us.
Funny park up and goes.
Get him
Yeah.
off.
So
But
I'm
let's
saying
change the
saying that,
subject.
Karen, just a moment. I'm saying that we have to find a way of playing Ekitike regularly before we disillusion the kid. He
I
showed
don't
up.
disagree with that. I don't
don't
disagree
disagree
with
with
that.
You don't disagree with that.
Yeah, in terms of the season,
What did
But-
Ung say? What did Ung say? Sorry.
we've got to find a way of getting Ekitike and Isak to play together.
Okay.
Together.
So this is what I mean about playing the team, not the occasion. So United now. So you think when we trounced them 7-0, we were on an absolutely dreadful run of form. So United fans getting giddy. Oh, we're going to beat Liverpool and that, and then we go and beat them 7-0. So Souness and that laughing at Gary Neville and Roy Keane.
Yeah.
That I've just got that feeling with, and the issue is Slot not knowing his best team. So you keep asking, sort of, what's your best 11? if we got the bloke who's with them every single day, sort of in training, looking at shape, structure, and that, because the structure is the biggest issue. So how are we supposed to pin it? That's just my thinking. So I'm playing this game. The fact United haven't won back to back in 18 months, I'm playing that situation if I am playing it, but I still don't do that. So I want to play United, the team. That's why I go obscure. I mean, everyone thought I was taking a piss when I said Ngamoa last time. So just something different. When you're out of form, try these. This is the perfect time to try ideas. 7-8 games into the season. In hindsight, if you had a run of 3 defeats in a season, one after the other, is this the perfect time to have it?
I would have agreed.
You're not looking at temporary changes, though, Kieran. You need something full time, because look, at the end of the day, we can change the variables on Sunday and switch 2-3 players and bring like fresh impetus into the team. But eventually, you're gonna have to go back to what you know your team and go back to what you think is best for the team as well, which is going with your best 11. So I don't agree with Wirtz being on the bench on Sunday. I don't agree with Salah being on the bench on Sunday, because those two will have a pivotal part to play and probably have a say of how successful we are this season.
We won't play a consistent team until December, where we see the same team pretty much come out week after week. We'll get the November internationals out of the break. Slot's already alluded to it. He said we ain't got time to train. We're playing 3 games a week.
Kieran, I hear your sentiments about trying something different, but I would have agreed with you only if it wasn't United. We have to beat Man United on Sunday. There's a draw is not an option. That means that we need to go with something more conventional, something they are terrified of. And there's no player that they are terrified of more than Mo Salah. You need to play Salah. And you can't spend all that money on vets and leave him on the bench in crunch games. You can't do that. You shouldn't have bought him there.
Forget the money. A player costs what the buying club is willing to pay and the selling club is willing to receive.
But Kieran, the amount of confidence that United will draw from Salah being on the bench on Sunday, that's the other argument as well. They'll fancy themselves then. So they'll come out and be a little bit more brash and little bit more daring. And they did that last night at Old Trafford. And to be honest, they should have beaten us. Maguire should have put that ball in the net when it was 2-2.
Yeah, well, it's in the situation again. Sort of Maguire blazed it over in the 95th minute. But that 2-2 game, so Rashford who played left?
Yeah.
For United. He had a productive half hour. That, if I remember rightly, they went 1-0 up. And then we came back to 2-1. And then sort of they went 2-2. And then obviously Maguire. But it was a conventional team that we played then. And then everyone's mind. At points, we're starting to sound like Arsenal fans. That is the reality. Sort of the uproar and the 3 defeats. We've played absolutely crap. Yeah, we've got the current first place out of the way. We've played Bournemouth, Palace. You look at Arsenal. They haven't beaten a team above 10th this season.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the second coming. I'm actually loving the optimism of their fans because we all know what's going to happen. Arsenal will not win a thing. And that's when I want to digress to this next movement. How many trophies are we winning? It's a minimum of 2. We win the Premier League, and I fancy us for the FA Cup.
So Kieran, I also, there's a monkey in there's an elephant in the room that we don't talk about. Whatever we decide to do, conceding the first goal has always been the problem for us. Because as soon as you concede the first goal, it throws everything out of gear. And now we've added another dimension, conceding a late goal. So if it wasn't
we've only gone behind in the last 3 games. Before that, we went into the lead.
Statistically, that becomes a pattern, doesn't it?
We can't on one hand say right it's great that we're getting these last minute goals and then it's rubbish we're conceding these last minute goals. I'd prefer to drop 2 points over these last 2 games, going for the 6, because you don't struggle to this title, you go and win it.
I agree.
But
I'm simply saying that I think
if you think of the Chelsea goal, Jones had a shot saved literally 30 seconds before they scored.
statistics, right? Repeated uncertainties become a pattern, right? I mean, we are doing this at first is happenstance. Now it becomes a pattern and psychologically begins to start affecting us. I am still haunted. If Crystal Palace was bad enough, I'm still haunted. As soon as I hear Estevao, I'm haunted by what happened. So I'm just saying that we have to stop conceding first goal. So all that notwithstanding, your selection, my selection, Asim's selection, Avi's selection notwithstanding, we need to stop conceding first goals by the 15th minute. We need to stop averaging 2 goals conceded in a match. That doesn't win you a match. It means that if you want to win, you always have to score 3 or more. That's not always feasible. And we all know what I'm not a coach. Asim is the coach on this panel, but we all know that Man United are going to come with 11-0-0. They are always going to play with 11 men behind the ball and hopefully catch us on the break. What do we do to counter that?
Unks, we're gonna have to wrap up soon because it's midnight for you guys, and I've got to go as well. Unks,
Dude,
give me a
I'm
score
with
prediction.
you.
Give me a score prediction. Give me a score prediction for Sunday.
Stop misbehaving. I'm with you. I'm in South Florida. Stop misbehaving, man.
Give me a score prediction for Sunday.
You're in Florida, yeah?
Yeah. I think we're gonna win. I see 2-0.
Who's the scorers?
Both Salah scores once. It is time for Isaac to put something in the old onion bag, man. Mo Salah and Isaac.
Kieran?
4-1.
Wow.
Isaac, Chiesa 2, and then Salah comes on and scores.
I'm going for 2-0. I'm with Unks.
I'm going 3-1.
Do you see a clean sheet, Asim?
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about averaging 1.8 goals conceded per game.
Yeah, we need to change that, Kieran.
Doesn't
I know
matter.
United have got the best XG in the league, and they're like playing they've scored 9 goals less than their XG. Don't know how that comes about when you buy the 2 biggest XG overperformers in the league last season in Cunha and Mbeumo, but hey, law of averages and that, as we're talking about mentality.
I think Slot is going to turn into Jurgen Klopp on Sunday.
Kieran.
What, Gagan?
Kieran.
And he has to do it on Sunday.
Kieran, Asim, Avi, I'm a civil engineer. I've been one since 1992, but I still don't understand XG. So you guys are going to have to explain XG to me.
Because not today. This is a long.
I get you.
But Kieran, that Asim needs to do to give
Kieran,
to you.
one of these days we need to hook up. You need to, because I hear all this. I'm old-fashioned, right? I'm old and senile. I just like to watch the game. I hear all these mnemonics, SG, triple X, FFS. I don't understand it, man.
Unks, me and you are basic football fans. We see 11 players on each side. We just want to see goals and we want to see our team win. That's it.
Some people watch the game.
Spit and sweep, metronomes, Dreamer Sweeper, what else do you
Dreamer Sweeper.
Zone 14 of
These
are the experts.
I'm just used to go dancer. That's what I'm used to, man. Listen, some people watch the game with a pen and paper. They don't actually watch the game. I don't get it.
I don't get it.
XG means expected goals. So the quality of chance. So if you've got a ball out, like open goal, the XG on that will be like
that'll be a high XG.
0.999. So you have to score. So if you create some quality chances, your XG in theory will be higher.
But isn't that subjective though? Because XG for Darwin Nunes should be different from XG for Cristiano Ronaldo.
No, it's the quality of chance. It's not who's behind the ball.
So essentially, they've scaled a model where they take a shot from, say, 12 yards. So a penalty kick is 0.75 xg because 3 out of 4 are anticipated to go in. So it's just like a number that's plucked out. They've done all the testing, sort of shooting from 30 yards out. They've done it with a wall, without a wall, and they just give a percentage out of 100 and then
But
equate
don't
it
you
to a
think
decimal
that
place.
they are missing a very important variable? Who gets the chance?
It's you got to find a defined piece of
I know,
data.
I know. You see, I know what I'm saying. I know
Yeah,
what I'm saying. In any mathematical equation, whether it's Schrodinger's equation, whatever, the subject and the predicate are very important. You
2
can't
minutes.
say,
Avi will go in 2 minutes. Carry on.
yeah, you can't say that XG for Alexander Isak or XG for one is the same as XG for Darwin Nunes. The player is important.
Of course, the player is important, but at the end of the season, if you underperform the XG, so if your expected goals is dependent on the quality of chances that you're getting, and you get, for example, your XG expected goal is 15 at the end of the season, and you get 7, then you're a shit striker who can't put the ball back in the net.
yeah.
I get it. You know, let's have this conversation another day because I've watched a game at Anfield where Darwin Nunes struck the post 4 times.
It was a great game against Chelsea, wasn't it?
Chelsea.
I could give you a wet hug if I were at the stadium. It pissed down on us so hard. It wasn't even funny. You know the match I'm talking about.
Darwin Nunes' issue wasn't. Darwin Nunes was actually a good player. His issue was temperament and intellect in the final third. He created a lot of chances. It was just that final temperament he couldn't get past. Otherwise, he would have been a 25-30 goal a season. And he should have been that. He should have been that. He's one that will, and it's unfortunate that he will never realize his true potential. He had one great season at Benfica. And to be honest, he had ample chances in the 3 years at Liverpool. He should have been a 30-goal season man under Klopp and Slot, but it's temperament. You either got it or you don't.
Okay,
I
Avi, I
agree.
think you ended the stream. I think you should close the show out as well.
This has been a absolute shit show of a phone call. Honestly. We've had people in the car parks. We had Kieran in his NFL jersey. I mean, what the fuck's going on? It's a football show. And
We've got Unks falling asleep.
We've got Unks not knowing whether he's in Ghana or South Florida, and then he's decided to have a nap midway. And then we've had Asim.
We've dropped
Hey,
Salah.
guys,
We've dropped
listen,
Salah.
Asim's lying issues.
I'm old and senile. I remember when John Barnes started getting old. You guys said you didn't remember John Barnes. What
Unks,
we doing?
Who's John Barnes?
Unks, give me who's your favorite ever footballer for Liverpool, Unks?
John
Oh, it's
Barnes.
got to be Dalglish.
Ooh.
Dalglish, Kenny?
Yeah. You see, you want a footballer who you say cometh the hour, cometh the man. It's got to be Dalglish. It's not even a question. He has the shiznits to show for it. He has the shiznits to show for when he was a manager. It's got to be Kenny Dalglish. It's not even a question. My best all-time defender is going to be Alan Hansen. Before we started talking about ball progressor, he was an ultimate ball progressor.
So, Unks, when it's all said and done, and if Virgil van Dijk adds, just for example, say, if Virgil van Dijk adds a European Cup and a Premier League title, when it's all said and done, who are you picking? Either Alan Hansen or Virgil
Alan Hansen.
van Dijk. You're still going with Hansen?
Alan Hansen. The game
Because
was
I
different.
think Virgil van Dijk.
Avi,
I think Virgil van Dijk is the greatest defender I've ever seen.
You are showing your age.
Van Dijk is the greatest defender I've seen.
You are showing your age.
And I've seen Nesta, I've seen Cannavaro, I've seen Maldini, I've seen some greats.
You've seen Antonio Cabrini.
Ramos. Virgil van Dijk is the greatest central defender
I
in
always
in
try
my
to
opinion, of all
qualify.
time.
I always
Yeah.
try to qualify whatever I say by saying one off. Because Cannavaro has won the Ballon d'Or. He was an absolutely unbelievable defender. When he was at his peak,
I
Alessandro
think Van Dijk
Nesta,
came. Didn't Van Dijk come second?
yes, he did, but he didn't win it.
7 votes.
You know, in 1984, after the Olympics, when Ben Johnson cheated his way to win, Newsweek wrote an article, and in the article they said, "Who cares who's second? Nobody cares who's second. The one who won."
But Alan
Virgil,
Hansen never won a Ballon d'Or.
Cannavaro carried Italy to win a World Cup in Germany in 1986, and he was absolutely stupendous.
2006. Wait, you
2006,
are
sorry,
going to see now. Not 1986.
2006,
2006.
sorry. I am old and senile. I told you that, man. Listen, 2006, okay? He was absolutely stupendous. See how they smashed Germany in Hamburg? It was one of the greatest matches I've ever watched. He was on fire. So let's give him that. I think there are some defenders ahead of him. I saw the likes of Cabrini. I saw the likes of Manfred Karls. I saw a little bit of Baresi, right? Hey, there are some good defenders, especially the Italian guys. Van Dijk will always be one of the greatest, without a shadow of a doubt. He plays football elegantly. He makes football good to watch. But even in Liverpool, I can't put him ahead of Alan Hansen. I can't.
Van Dijk is arguably the best footballer to play centre back.
Oh, but that's without a shadow of a doubt.
Doesn't necessarily mean he's the best centre back because of the evolution of football.
I think you could put him in any era and he shines. I don't think you can put Alan Hansen in any era and he shines.
Avi,
You could, Avi.
Avi, if you put Alan Hansen today, you will come and call us, tell us ball progressor. Asim will give us statistics as to how he progresses the ball, how many passes. He was the guy, he was the ball progressor extraordinaire. Go back and watch what he did. He was far ahead of his time. And
Unks is
you
the
see,
Hulk.
when a guy is left-handed, is left-footed, when he's playing football, because most of us are right-handed, it looks a little different. He was different. Okay, just go back. YouTube is not these days. YouTube.
There's
Go
two
back and
games.
watch.
Unks, there's two games. Look, you're running out of energy now because you're breathing because of your rage. But I give you two games. Yeah? I give you two games. Barcelona at home,
Yeah.
Barcelona away, and the final against Spurs. Watch those three games again. 90 minutes, 90 plus minutes with stoppage time. Watch those
Avi,
three games again. Watch those three games again, and just focus on Virgil van Dijk.
Avi. Okay,
Ali was
I will.
incredible.
And in
I
one
will
of those
also.
games, we lost 3-0. In one of those games,
I
we
will
lost
also
3-0, by
give
the
you.
way.
I will also give you two games. The 1985 FA Cup final against Everton.
Everton? Yeah.
Yes, and then go and watch was it 82 or 83 European Cup final? But go and watch those two, especially the 1985 FA Cup final. That was listen.
I've watched the game. I've watched the Everton game. I haven't watched the 82 final
What
properly.
and another thing. Look, if your wife tells you you are being Spursy, it means she's about to leave you. If we didn't win the Champions League against Spurs, what else could we have done? If you can't win the Champions League against Spurs, what else could have done? Right? Spurs Champions League final. If we didn't win, it would have been a blot on our landscape for the rest of time. You could only guarantee yourself a win if the Champions League final was against Spurs, because you knew they were going to bottle it. You absolutely knew they were going to bottle that match. So, did any of you go into that Champions League final having a doubt as to whether we're going to win? Is there anybody who doubted whether we're going to win? You knew Kane was going to be shit. You knew they were going to be caught up like deer in the headlights. They benched their best player, the guy who got them to the final. They benched the guy. I mean, what else? What else?
But I went into the Paris final thinking that there's no way Real Madrid will beat this Liverpool team of 2022.
Well, you are going to play Real Madrid. They have a storied history in the championship. So going in thinking you were going to win, but of course, going into that match, we didn't know that Trent had plans of going to Real Madrid. So we didn't know he was going to allow Vinny to steal in behind him, as always. So hey, and guess what? I paid 4,000 euros to get into that final. So I'm still very, very sore. I'm very, very sore.
Okay, boys,
Mhm.
let's call it a day, man. Let's call it a day. I've got work tomorrow.
Thank you guys, man. Thank you for letting me on your old uncle who's
Unks, I think that was the first and only time I'll do a stream with you side by side.
Avi,
Unks, when you back home?
next week, maybe.
Nice.
Mm.
Avi,
You know,
head
I
over
haven't
to
been-
Florida, man. Host
How
us.
does a 3-4 hour
I
flight?
was-
3 hour flight?
I was actually going to go and watch the match on Sunday, but something has come up, so I just have to watch on TV. Avi, don't worry. When you get to my age, hope you are still as lucid as I am. Okay.
You're young. You're young at heart, Unks. I love your
Yes.
energy. I think you're a breath of fresh air. Honestly, all jokes aside, I think you're brilliant. I think you're brilliant.
Unks,
Thank
get some sleep, Unks. Get some sleep. God.
Bye bye, guys. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Okay, people.
All right, guys.
We're calling it a day as well, man. We're calling it a day. Kaden, big up, man. Thank you so much for jumping on, and make sure it's not the only time.
Yeah, cheers.
You go think about that Salah decision.
We'll see on Sunday.
You actually think he's gonna do it?
He won't do
just-
it. He's
I just
nonsense.
I fancy a shake up on Sunday.
Okay.
There, I'll leave it at that.
Curtis Jones starts on Sunday. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Good night.